Welcome back to the channel. This is Honest Adonis 2. LeBron fans often say, Bulls won 2 less games without MJ and went to the semifinals. But that's not entirely accurate. The Bulls actually lost 2 less playoff series without Michael Jordan.
We ended up playing the Knicks in the East semis. We were down 2-0, and we were trying to get back in the series. Patrick Ewing made a shot with about 2 seconds left to tie the game. And, we were at risk of losing the whole series right there.
Chicago have taken their last timeout to set up a shot with 1.8 seconds on the clock.
So we come to the bench, and I have this sequence that Tony has run before, and he scored before on it. I know he can do this.
I did hit a lot of last-second shots during the season.
So anyway, I set this up, and then Scotty was angry about it.
I felt like it was an insult coming from Phil. I was the most dangerous guy on our team. So why are you asking me to take the ball out?
It doesn't matter why. You're not the coach. 20 years later, you're not coaching. The reality is the leader does what's ever best for the team. If that means taking a back seat, do it, because we're trying to win. I heard one of these guys, Scorers Table or whatever these dudes, they said,
Michael Jordan fans never bring this up.
No, that's actually a lie. I brought it up. I'm bringing it up. But then again, I'm not a Jordan fan. I'm a fan of winning and winners, because I'm a winner my goddamn self. So of course I like winning and other winners like Kobe and Curry. Before I continue, I know the LeBron fan is going to argue and say, yeah, but no. I'm bringing it up to say, did Jordan argue about having to go to the bench? Or did he listen to what his coach said? That's the difference between leaders and followers. A good leader is a good follower. He can follow directions.
Aha!
Followers only want to be leaders. See? You's a wannabe. Let's continue though.
In the NBA Finals, MJ got benched, and his teammates saved the day. It's Game 6 of the 1992 NBA Finals. The Bulls down 15 versus the Portland Trail Blazers heading into the fourth quarter. Jordan was forcing shots and stalling the offense. And according to Scottie Pippen in his book, Unguarded, Tex Winters, the team's assistant coach, told Phil Jackson to take MJ out of the game. Tex Winters goes to Phil Jackson and says, you have to get him out of there. He's holding the ball too long. He's destroying the action. This isn't coming from some random assistant coach. It's coming from the man who designed the entire Bulls triangle offense.
Oh, not Phil Jackson. He didn't design the offense. Oh, okay, because you guys have been giving him so much credit.
And Phil Jackson ultimately takes the direction of his lead assistant. Michael Jordan gets benched.
Didn't I just say good leaders are good followers? Now, I have not seen this guy's video before. I just knew the talking point. Why? Because LeBron fans constantly recite verses from the LeBron Bible. You've heard the verses from the LeBron Bible, right? I'll quote a few of them for you. 1-9 without Pippen. Pippen carried Jordan. The Bulls won 55 games without Jordan. That's what we're talking about right here. But anyway, let's keep going.
The Chicago Bulls are then left with Scottie Pippen, B.J. Armstrong, Stacey King, Bob Hansen, and Scott Williams to lead the comeback. They go on a 14-2 run without Michael Jordan. The Bulls erased nearly the entire deficit with their role players, led by Scottie Pippen, before Michael Jordan checked back into the game.
But why do you need Michael Jordan to check back into the game? Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep him on the bench. Whose decision was it for him to come back into the game? It wasn't Jordan on the sidelines sulking and saying, put me back in the game, coach. Or was it? Let's see if he tells us that part.
Pippen even gave the Bulls the lead late with a clutch jumper. And so when we reflect on why many of the former Chicago Bulls players from the 1990s had a bad taste in their mouth after watching the famed documentary The Last Dance, well, what did The Last Dance show in regards to the Bulls winning the 1992 championship? Nothing. Just a highlight of the final seconds. Pippen said, for producers, cut the entire segment.
Right. That's what I thought. I haven't seen The Last Dance yet because during COVID, I was out there door dashing with 2 phones like Kevin Gates. I got 2 phones out there making $300 a day, $150 per phone. Let me just stop this right fast to explain, because LeBron fans be hearing me and they be like, they should call you dishonest, like they think I'm lying because they can't believe it. They haven't been nowhere. They don't think you're lying. That's just the excuse they're using to stay in denial. Like when I did the expose on John Havlicek, his scoring milestones versus Michael Jordan's scoring milestones, because LeBron fans are somehow trying to use Havlicek to say, oh, well, if it's all about rings, which we never said it was all about rings. That's just what they have said and put it on us as if that's what we said. One dude was like, oh, you must not have nothing to do to put all of these numbers together. But I'm like, well, what about this LeBron James, Wilt Chamberlain graphic that y'all put together? See what I'm saying? It's always something, so they have a reason to stay in denial. Men have to say what they mean and mean what they say. Only women and children can say stuff and not really mean it. Men are held to a different standard, but that's a different video altogether. Let's get back to this. So as you see, the phone on the left says $68. If you look further down where it says $750 total, it says you earned a total of $45.25 by completing the deliveries you accepted. And then the phone on the right says total $71.27. A LeBron fan will say, yo, that ain't 150 perfect. Wait. Look lower. It says from 4:46 p.m. for 4 hours completed 8 deliveries. So in 4 hours, this is the total from 4 hours. From like, let's say roughly 5 o'clock until 9 o'clock. That's the dinner rush. But then you got the overnight rush, you know, all the puff heads. People who got the munchies, 12, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. Yeah, I was out there catching that money too. Now that tabulates on a whole nother day. And for those of us who've done DoorDash, you know you can download your money every 24 hours right into your bank account. This is about $140 from 2 phones from 4 hours of work. This is not counting the breakfast rush, 5 a.m. to about 11. That's not counting the lunch rush. That's a whole different set of money from like 11:30, 12 o'clock until like 3. And what you're seeing me do right here with the calculator is adding up the money I made on these 3 different shifts. Now, yeah, you're working 12 hours, but in 4-hour spurts. And I lived in a hot spot. That's why you see the whole area is red. So all I needed to do was just turn my phone on, wait for the right call with the right money, and then go catch the money. Once I drop it off and I'm done, it's no more call. I go back into my house. And I know there's some skeptical or pretending like they're skeptical LeBron James fans saying, yo, why was you just recording your screen? I wasn't dum-dum. I was recording satellite radio. Rocking out in my car, listening to dope music, and I just happened to be also catching my DoorDash shift. So I'm just trying to break that down and explain. I didn't have time to watch The Last Dance. Hell, dude, I didn't even have time to follow the YouTube rush. I could have probably had 400,000-500,000 by now and could have retired from YouTube. Had I have even known, hey, this money you making right here on the street is change compared to the money that you could potentially make on YouTube. So I just wanted to say that right fast. Now let's get back to the video. So the Bulls did not win 2 less games, 55, and they won 57 with Jordan. They lost 3 more series without Jordan. You lost the semifinals, which is the second round. You just won that 3 years in a row. You didn't get the chance to go to the conference finals. You lose because you didn't get to go there. You're just not giving that truth credit. And you lost in the NBA Finals because you didn't get a chance to go to the NBA Finals. You went to the finals 3 years in a row. Remember, you carried Jordan. You and Horace Grant and Phil Jackson carried Michael Jordan. So 3 rounds in a row you guys lost. The second round you lost, you didn't get to go to the third round, you didn't get to go to the fourth round. Getting to the second round is not a win. Just because you got to the final boss, you don't get to say you beat the game. You can only say you beat the game when you beat the final boss. That means Phil Jackson, as quote-unquote the GOAT coach, was not able to sprinkle his GOAT coach dust on that 93-94 season to get him and Scottie Pippen to the finals, which tells me you could not win, Scottie Pippen, on the Bulls without Michael Jordan. You could not win, Phil Jackson, as the Bulls head coach without Michael Jordan. But why is that possible? Because like I I said in the last video, Scottie Pippen was an unproven rookie when he got to Jordan. Phil Jackson was an unproven assistant head coach in the NBA. I don't care wherever else you coached at. That's not the NBA. The rules are not the same thing. It's not the same pressure. It's not the same kind of money. That's why nobody except for LeBron James even talk about your participation coaching trophies. Phil Jackson, Horace Grant was an unproven rookie. These guys had not played at their positions that they came into playing with Jordan on the Bulls in the NBA anywhere before they played with Michael Jordan. That's significant because D. Wade, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, they all, hell, Rajon Rondo, Dwight Howard, they all played at whatever position they played with LeBron James before they played with LeBron James in the NBA. They had previous NBA experience. The only person on the Bulls who had previous NBA experience when Phil Jackson, Scottie Pippen, and Horace Grant got there was Michael Jordan. Here's an extra little tidbit before I leave out of here. This is an actual comment a LeBron fan left on one of my TikToks. Bron teams without him didn't make the playoffs. Why is that significant? Because LeBron fans contradict themselves like he just did. Getting to the playoffs is about something, and LeBron fans weren't able to get to the playoffs without him. But, bitch nigga, Michael Jordan made it to the playoffs without Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson and Horace Grant. See how you about to switch it up? This is why I can't take you seriously, LeBron fan. You don't have no woman. If you got a girl, she don't want to stay around you long term. You don't know how to run a household. There's nothing grown man about you that you're doing. You literally are a 15-year-old in a grown man's body. I can't take anything you're talking about seriously. That being said, that's my take. I'm sticking to it. You grown men who handle your responsibilities. Let me know what you feel in the comments about this whole thing. And if you think you gonna have some kind of win, whether you send Crown Case, Sports League, whatever these dudes' names is, and their talking points, when it comes to me and this basketball topic, bro, I gotta tell you, like LeBron in the finals, you lose again.
I'm just so ugly. Ooh. Black women have told me, they said you ugly, you can't even date no snow bunnies. So I tried Ling Ling. Ooh. She actually liked me, but I couldn't believe it, 'cause black women have indoctrinated me to think I'm ugly. Black women have told me, they said, goddamn, you ugly, you couldn't even get a fat snow bunny. Oh, I'm just so ugly. You ugly than a motherfucker. Black women have told, since middle school this evening, they said you ugly, you can't even date no snow bunnies. Damn, not even Becky wants you. Then I tried Francesca, baby. She actually liked me. I felt like it was real, y'all, but I couldn't believe it, 'cause black women have indoctrinated me to think I'm trying to tell you I'm traumatized, girl. Black women have told my earliest memory now. Listen, goddamn, you ugly, you couldn't even date a fat snow bunny. Shumbria asked me, she asked me, where your Jordans at? My Quasia said your nose mad big. Carly Shiana told me I talk like a white boy. Lord, why am I so corny to these beautiful black women? Lord, help me now. I'm just so ugly. I guess I'm ugly than a motherfucker. Black women have told, I gotta get a new barber this evening, y'all. They said you ugly, you can't even date no snow bunny. Damn, not even a desperate white woman wanna play out this bitch. She was a Hindi baddie, y'all. She actually Her hair was down to her knees, man, but I couldn't believe it. 'Cause black women have indoctrinated me to think I'm ugly. I need therapy 'cause I'm my own people now. Black women have told I can't think of a time they haven't said it. Said, goddamn, you ugly. You couldn't even date a fat snow bunny. If you don't go where you're celebrated, you'll never make it.